Beer 2, back with another beer review. Today we are looking at Ballast Point's Black Marlin Porter. This is one of the few porters we have here in San Diego, California. Most of the breweries don't do a porter. Black Marlin is a American style porter. It's 6% ABV and 45 IBUs on it. The only other porter I can really think of in the county is Stone's Smoke Porter, which I will eventually be doing a review on. But today, my first beer from Ballast Point. I could have done Sculpin, could have done Big Eye, could have done Yellowtail. Those are a lot of the beers that I see getting reviewed, but today I figured, well, let's try something different, and we will look at Black Marlin Porter. Porter is one of my favorite styles. I definitely prefer the English styles. I haven't had a lot of good American style porters. Sierra Nevada, I've had their porter. I was pretty disappointed by that one. But this one I've actually had before, and well, here's my review of it. So I'm pouring it into my Mother Earth Brewing Company glass. This is one of the them and Green Flash right now are our current microbreweries here in Vista, California. So they also sell home brew supply. So I bought my latest batch from them, my IPA that I brewed. And so for the Black Marlin, it's what you expect to see with a porter. Very dark, but when you hold it up to the light, you're getting those reddish, brownish notes on it. It's definitely not completely opaque. You definitely get the red coming through. I managed to get almost a one finger head. It's definitely an off-white. Just a touch of brown from the light reflecting out from the malt on it. Pretty much a typical porter look to it. So let's get the nose on it. I love the smell of this beer. I love the smell of a lot of porters, especially Fuller's London's Porter. This one just heavy, very nice roasted malt. If you never smelled roasted malt, this is what it smells like in this beer. This is nothing but very nice roasted malt notes. You get a tiny bit of chocolate in there, not as much as Young's. Young's I think gets more chocolate. No hops on this one. At 45 IBUs, it's maybe a little hoppier than your typical English style porter. But just a great smelling beer. If you ever brewed a stout or a porter, the smell of your mash, of your boil of that beer, it smells like this. It's just, I love the smell. So let's dig in. Cheers. That is very nice American porter. I've yet to be disappointed by Ballast Point. They make some really solid beers. There's a reason why I think they were Small Brewery of the Year award. I think it was at the 2010 World Beer Cup where they were named that. But very nice American style porter. And the main difference you do get with the English ones, at least with Ballast Point's version, is there is a little more bitterness to the beer. Lacks a little bit of the sweetness that you get with some of the British style beers. But it's very smooth. Up front, you just get very smooth malt, and then as it goes, the malt really starts to develop. You get a good amount of chocolate malt going, roasted malt notes. The roasted malt comes in midway through, and then the chocolate kind of character comes out as it finishes, and it finishes very nice, very chocolatey. but at the end you do get some of those 45 IBUs showing up to prevent it from going too sweet at the end. So as you let it warm up, you're just getting even more of the roasted and chocolate characteristics coming out. I'm probably drinking this at about 50 degrees. It's a warm night, but this is tasting really good right now. I've been on this IPA kick, trying to get a lot of those beers reviewed while they're fresh, so it's always good to get a nice dark beer going, and Ballast Point's Black Marlin Porter is solid. I'm giving this beer an A. I think it's one of the best American style porters I've had. It's kind of hard to compare it to, say, like Stone's Porter, since they use the smoked malt in it. That's definitely, to me, it's almost like a different category altogether. But Ballast Point Black Marlin Porter, if you can find this, I know they're known for their IPAs. Sculpin is awesome. Big Eye. The Wahoo wheat's pretty good too, but give Black Marlin Porter a try if you like your darker beers. I think you'll enjoy it. So that's it for today. Cheers.